Alright guys, chapter 261 of Jujutsu Kaisen is out, so let's talk about it. Right where we left off, with Yuji's hand still inside of Sukuna's chest. He's trying to rip his heart out and thinking about Choso. And then in the second page, we still hear the words domain expansion, and then we see Gojo with his eyes closed, clearing through the dust. We then see Sukuna notice Gojo and say, no way, that's impossible, but then he sees that there are scars on Gojo's forehead and realizes that it's actually Yuta inside of Gojo's body, and not Gojo himself, to which Sukuna responds, I apologize, Yuta Okotsu. I didn't know you were capable of doing such things. I underestimated you. It's then revealed that Yuta actually had consumed Kenjaku's body, so he could copy his curse technique. However, as we know, Yuta can only use copy curse technique for 5 minutes, so he's only going to be able to use Gojo's body for 5 minutes, to which Maki asks what happened after the 5 minutes, and Yuta says he doesn't know, but Mei inquires and makes an assumption saying it's going to be one of a couple of options. One, Yuta will have to live forever in Gojo's body, and will no longer have access to his copy curse technique, or two, after the 5 minutes of his copy curse technique actually runs out. That's it, it's over. And he'll be Univid. Yuta then says he's okay with this plan, but he does need to try to fight Sukuna with his own domain. First, they can only do this if this is an absolute last result, to which Hikari even agrees to as well. Kusakabe then says, what about your humanity? And Yuta, like a goat, says, what about humanity? We are fighting the strongest sorcerer in history. Who cares about humanity? We need to win, to which Yuta responds and asks everyone, are you worried about becoming monsters? And Maki says no. They're all just worried about you. And then Yuta says, what about Gojo? Gojo's important too. If no one else is willing to become a monster, then I'll do it. To which Gojo responds, I'm not going to worry about my body because I'm not going to lose. Gojo and Gakuganji continue to talk in the flashback as they're actually entering the room with all of the elders, revealing that in the end, Gojo was the one who univet all of the elders. Yuta says, don't become a monster, but Gojo responds and said, I can't become a monster because I got left alone a long time ago, as he thinks about Geto. And then, while thinking back to Geto, he thinks I must catch up, which is kind of ominous. We then go into a flash forward of a flashback to Yuta being on the operating table with Shoko, and then admits to Shoko that he knows his physical body is at its end, so they must commence the ceremony for the body swap technique. And then we flash back towards the present as they opening up their domain expansion for one more clash against Sukuna and Gojo's domain, and from what I can tell, we are on break next week. Absolutely wild chapter, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy that Kenjaku was not inside of Gojo's body. He's not actually officially back. He's just back because Yuta inside of his body. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.